Hey guys, it's Brian from Weird WWII, and today we're going to do the top 5 most common tropes in the Weird WWII genre. The Weird WWII genre is massive. In the media, it's in books, it's in comics, it's in movies and TV, it's in porno, it's in gaming, video and tabletop gaming. It is prolific. It is everywhere. Okay? So I figured out, well, what's the most common trope that we see across the entire, genre? So I came up with 5 of my, I think, the most common. Okay? So we'll start off with number 5. Twisted science. Okay, so twisted science can be pretty vague. I mean, that can incorporate a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not really talking about like Tesla guns or, rail guns or Nazi UFOs. I'm talking more about like the twisted experimentation on like the human body, like kind of Frankenstein kind of stuff, turning men into monsters or turning men and women into super soldiers. You could have, Captain America and Captain Nazi. They're super soldiers created by science. And then you can have like twisted, weird, walking blades, creatures with giant sword arms and big mace hands or something, right? Some twisted creations by mad science. Pretty prolific. It's across the board. In the gaming, we'll see it in Dust. Dust has some experimentation units. They're gorillas. They got these badass like Nazi gorillas with these like giant, I don't know if they're power fists or whatever the hell they are. It's pretty cool. And then Clockwork Goblin from their K-47 stuff, they've got some like twisted weird creatures. I'm not even sure what the hell they are. They're kind of like, some of them look like bats or something, like almost kind of like vampire people, and some are like, I don't know what the hell they are. They're like, they look weird, just some sort of weird created, monster. It's pretty sweet. Secrets of the Third Reich. Now, can't remember. I believe the Secrets of the Third Reich, they've got some weird, twisted, like Soviet stuff. Like, I'm not very familiar with their background, but I think the Soviet Union just got its asses nuked. So a lot of their stuff got irradiated or something. They made these like super giant blue like crazy fuckers that like, kind of like giant brutes running around killing shit. Arnim Zola, he created all his crazy shit in the comics. He's kind of like the Marvel Universe's kind of mad scientist of World War II. So, Hydra was Hydra and the Nazis were making all sorts of crazy shit on the Marvel side. And there's, lots of movies. There's quite a few movies that have the weird, Frankenstein-esque experimentation or the super soldiers. We all know about the super soldiers in the movies, okay? But most of the genre, most of the companies in the wargaming genre have some sort of twisted science, experimentation science. So keep an eye out for them, all right? Number 4. Mechs. Yes, I love mechs. Giant, armored mechanical walkers striding across the battlefield. Just imagine, the Battle of Hoth, but with a bunch of fucking, tiger tanks with legs and Russians running, freaking out instead of rebels. Man, that's awesome. Man, great stuff. There's a lot of cool fan-made movies that have cool mechs in them. We see it in a lot of comic books, these giant wonder weapons. Why not throw some, panther with freaking legs? That's awesome, okay? In the industry, in the wargaming industry, it is fantastic. We got tons of shit for walkers. Now, my favorite, Dust. By far, I think does the best walkers. I love them. They have a prolific line of walkers. Go check them out. K-47 has quite a few walkers in their line of stuff, too. Go check those out. They also, I believe, Secrets of the Third Reich has quite a few walkers. I dig their Russian like spider tanks. Those are pretty sweet. I need to get some of those. Andy, I need to get some of those. And then we got, there's a lot of like modeling companies. I think it's Mecha Tank or Mecha Gear or something like that. Did like some 148 kind of like World War II-esque walkers. And hell, you can get, there's so much damn anime model kits out there, like the Gundam and all that shit. You can totally convert that stuff into any kind of walkers that you want. Okay. Now we also got to say, even on those lower scale, the old classic Gear Craig, the 15 mil Gear Craig, that was some great stuff too. Or the they had, it was great. It was like your tanks would be like tanks driving around on their tracks and shit, and then they would they make that transformer sound. And they turn into a fucking walker tank. It's pretty cool. You have to check those out if you're a big 15 millimeter fan and you're like, I'm playing Flames of War, but there's no walkers. Go find some Gear Krieg, okay? Stick those bad boys in there. Make Flames of War fun again. All right, so walkers across the board, comics, it's in everything, okay? In the industry, go check them out. Go check out Dust. Go check K47. Go say Secrets of the Third Reich. Go search out Gear Craig. Use those Flames of War. Get into the Weird War, man. Let's see what you got. All right, I'd love to see it. All right. Number 3. Number 3. This is probably my favorite. We got this cheesecake, like the she-wolves, Woo, I love it. You got Ilsa, you got all sorts of crazy sexy chicks walking around kicking ass in World War II, in the Weird World War II genre. It's across the board. From porn to comics to books to games, they're there. The hot chick, either wearing the swastika or wearing some bars, kicking ass. You got Germans, you got the Americans. It's prolific in the movies, the old grindhouse, movies in the past. They got tons of porn's got all sorts of shit in it. The bad, exploitation movies from the 60s and 70s are in there. All the Italian exploitation stuff. It's horrible. They're horrible movies, but man, classic hot chicks dressing up, all sexy with whips and MP40s and big boobs. Ace. Now, in the genre, everybody makes sexy chicks, okay? The only thing I can't think of, I don't think Achtung Cthulhu makes sexy chicks. I'm trying to think if they have a sexy, she-wolf-esque mini. I know Dust does. They're crazy! P, you're the man. Master Cheesecake, I love it. I love all their crazy stuff. Got some great, great cheesecake for the Weird World War II at Dust. K47... I don't know. I think they did like a single, kind of like an Ilsa, like a She-Wolf mini, just like a single one for the line. But I think that's more just, it was for fun. We got, it's all across the board. Pulp Figures has a shit ton of She-Wolves. Oh man, they're all over the board. They're everywhere. You can, I believe AE World War II had some hot, sexy chicks. Secrets of the Third Reich, I believe, has some kind of superhero sexy chicks. So, prolific. The cheesecake, hot chick fighting, either as a good guy or bad guy. It's all over the genre. So, and it's very, very represented in our wargaming as well. So that is a big one. Okay, so number 2 is aliens / cosmic horror. Now I know some of you guys might not agree that cosmic horror is aliens, but Cthulhu, I'm not saying he's an alien, but he's an alien, right? So, aliens are all over the place in Weird World War II. They're influenced, either used as a trope to say, hey, this is why we have walkers, alien technology. Or actually aliens are back in the play of whatever belligerent they're hanging out with, right? So prolific. Aliens are all over the board. In the movies, comics, and in the gaming. And in fact, my favorite all-time Weird War II movie is about aliens and GIs and Nazis. You know what I'm talking about. Zone Troopers, baby. The best! The best World War II by far. By far. If you have never heard of it, go get it. Go watch it. It's back in the day when Full Moon made some good films. Now it's all just Killer Bong and stupid shit. Charles, what happened, brother? Ah! Anyway, I digress. But aliens, prolific. So let's get into the aliens in our hobby. Okay, so Dust. Dust uses the Cthulhu storyline. So, since Cthulhu is, open content, public domain, everybody uses it. And that's cool because Cthulhu is awesome, man. H.P. Lovecraft was a nut and he made some cool shit. So why not honor him and steal his ideas and make some money off of it? No, I'm joking. But no, seriously. So, Cthulhu, the Cthulhu-esque story and feel is very prolific in Weird World War II because it's a great trope to really give the folks this why Weird War is Weird War, okay? So let's say in the genre. So Dust has they have a faction that's Cthulhu based. So you've got the Migos and you got I can't even say the names. You know how to say the names? I honor you. You get a free no prize if you know how to say all those crazy names because Dust has got them. They're awesome. Okay. Then you've got, of course, Octoon Cthulhu. Come on, man. So they're rife with Cthulhu imagery and manipulation in their Weird World War II gaming. And then K-47. Now, I don't know if they have really Cthulhu-y things, but it kind of falls into that twisted science. I'm not sure if they're monsters or cosmic horror monsters or if they're manipulated, whatever. I'm not sure what the story's on. So they might fit into the alien, cosmic horror, category there. So I'm not really sure. AE World War II had Cthulhu-y kind of things. I guess, would you call demons and shit like that? Would that be cosmic horror? I mean, monsters from another dimension, I guess. I don't know. Or devils from another dimension. Or whatever. But that could fit into the genre as well. So a lot of alien influence in the genre. And in that alien, influence, Cthulhu is very prolific in our gaming. Okay, so we went through, let's go through, we had twisted science, Frankenstein-esque kind of shit. We had awesome walkers. We had sexy-ass she-wolves roaming the battlefield. Then we got the crazy alien influence. Now, number one. The most common trope in the Weird World War II genre is, you guessed it, brains. Zombies. It's across the board. There's zombies in fucking everything. Not even the Weird World War II genre. It's in fucking everything. The whole world is zombies. So, we're guilty for the genre to have zombies. And it's in every damn game and every damn movie and everything. So zombies are prolific in the genre. Okay? You got crazy movies, like Dead Snow. First one sucked. Second one was badass. You got all sorts of crazy. That shitty Overlord had zombie. Well, I don't know. Are those zombies or those be more like crazy science? Nah, I don't know. There's lots of zombies in the genre. So let's get into the gaming genre. So we've got Dust has prolific. They have all sorts of kind of zombies. They got zombies that shoot guns, and then they got zombies that don't. Zombies that just run at you with giant fucking implements of destruction on their hands that just fuck you up, which is cool. And then you got K-47. They got their zombie rules for the zombie. The Germans have perfected the art of zombieing. And then AE World War II might have had, I don't know. I think their zombie-ish guys were more like twisted science stuff, kind of like Frankenstein stuff. So I'm not sure if that, but anyway, Secrets of the Third Reich, they had zombies. They had like they're pretty cool. They kind of like they kind of control. I think they're only used by the Russians. I think, or no, by the Germans. They're used by the Germans. So that pretty much hits the big ones. I don't believe Achtung Cthulhu has zombies. I think they're more got like aliens, like twisted cosmic horror shit. Then I don't think they have zombies. I think even Gear Creek back in the day had little 50 millimeter troop stands and zombies. So it's pretty cool. So again, zombies all over the board. So I mean, and in the genre, they could be they just want to eat your face off. And they're just lumbering around, or they're running at you. Who knows? They're all over the board. There's all sorts of zombies, different kinds, what their motivations are, what they can and can't do. But in general, they're usually controlled by the Germans, which is kind of lame. I mean, if anybody was going to control zombies, it'd be Germany and Russia. And I could see like Japan getting desperate, like towards the end of the war, using fucking zombies. I don't think the Western Allies would use zombies. I think that'd freak them out. I think their people would be fucking pissed if Harold died at Dunkirk and then comes back during the Bulge as a fucking zombie fighting for I don't know. I don't know if, Alice back home would dig that too much. So I don't think the Brits or the Americans would do that, or the French, or I don't think anybody. But shit, the fucking Germans would. Hell yeah, make as many zombies as you can. Soviets, we need more fucking dead people. Let's make some zombies. Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, so that's my top 5, guys. We'll go through them again real quick. Number 1, zombies. Number 2, aliens/cosmic horror. Number 3, the sexy she-wolves and cheesecake. Okay. Number 4 is the armored mechanical walkers. And then number 5, the twisted, evil, Frankenstein-esque science. Alright? Now, there's a ton more out there, guys. There's a ton more, common tropes that, go across the entire genre, across all the media in the genre. So, if you have some additions, let us know about it. And let us know where we can see them at their finest. Okay? So, check it out. It's your chance to show the coolest fucking Weird World War II that you can find. Let us know about it. Let's see what you dig. Okay? Alright, guys. Just wanted to make a quick movie. Melanie's passed out. Of course, always sleeping. And we are waiting for a piece for our next game. So we'll probably do a small game here next week, and then the game after that will be the first big one, fellas. It's going to be the Marco Polo Bridge incident, where the full force of the Japs versus the Chinese, and they're going to just knock the shit out of each other. We'll see what happens, okay? Right on. All right, guys. You guys be safe out there. Have a great weekend, and whatever you do, keep it weird. See you later.